So, I sort of think that this is working well for you.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to those straight legs and locking into that verticality.
Yeah.
But feel how much of a hip flexion you got to make that happen.
Sure.
So, I don't care. I'd like to see you get into where you're working more out here.
Okay.
And some of that comes from inner thighs without the knees.
Yeah.
So think that you're a body from your hips to your knees.
Okay.
And the rest isn't so much involved.
Okay.
Okay? Be willing to be less straight-legged.
Yeah.
To be more inner thigh.
And neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? Arms over your head. Inhale, rock up and balanced on your bottom. And your arms now, you want parallel to your thighs. Too high. Lower, 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 lower. Wide about in there. Okay? Those are your thighs and your arms. Then arms vertical. And curl under, roll back down, leaving your legs with you. So bring your legs in closer so they're not so heavy. Okay? Establish your legs. Exhale all your air. Inhale to come up. Arms parallel to thighs. Vertical arms and go back down. Good. Establish your legs. Come up. Parallel and then vertical and then down. Okay, legs down, head down, arms on the floor, legs on the floor. So that's the traditional one.
Okay.
You either do in baby steps to get to, or you start with.
Okay.
But then there's also the clam, which means starting laid out and then coming up. So arms over your head and come up to teaser.
Oh, nice.
Arms reach vertical and then come back down. Come up to tease, arms vertical, and then down. One more, up. Now, reach your arms behind you, and for most people, come on your elbows. So support your body, on your elbows.
Okay.
We're in left teaser, and we're doing hip circles now.
Oh, okay.
So, be willing to have the weight much, bend your knees a little more. See how much that made a difference?
Sure.
You don't want the weight to be right at your end.
Okay.
You want to be in a comfort zone.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Now, a block really works well in here for this.
Sure.
The timing is inhale, stomach in, make stable. Take on some weight. Squeeze inner thighs to make this circle. Okay, now that you got that happening, try coming up on your hands, fingertips pointing away. And bend elbows a little bit. And make little small circles so that the weight doesn't get too heavy. Yes? Mouth stays open and easy. Good. Then come up to teaser. Lie down on your back. Without touching your hands or your feet, roll over onto your stomach. Swim, swim, swim. Now bring your right leg over behind you to come back up into teaser. Okay. Lay down. Come the other way. Swim, swim, swim. And now stop and move onto your pads on your stomach. Well, just move over.
Okay.
So it helps if you have a big wide mat or you're on a padded floor or something.
Okay.
But that transition goes, I love it because it goes from flexion to side bending to extension.
The whole average.
So smooth.
Yeah.
And when you see a whole group of people doing it that know how to do it, it's awesome.
That is cool.
All right, so here we are, we're in swimming. Reach your arms out. And we transition into the push-up. So go to flexion in the feet and bend elbows, palms by shoulder, and come to a push-up. And lift one leg. Press through both heels at the same time. Point both feet. And then switch. I don't usually see people go over their toes, so keep the toes curled back.
Just this way?
Uh-huh. So it's heels, balls of feet, switch.
Okay.
So come up to the push-up
Okay.
and put some point in your feet. But not that.
Okay.
So you're just more pointed than you are flexed. You lift the leg,
Okay.
and then you lean back in this heel primarily,
Okay.
and then you point again and switch feet.
Okay.
So that when you lean back here, of course, you're trying to go long in your neck
Okay.
to make tension between endpoints. Uh-huh. Good. Then both feet down, one hand to the other, turn over like one piece of steel from head to heel. But stay in the air.
Oh. Okay.
We're going to leg pull front to leg pull.
This way?
Well, you can, yeah, but then go all the way over onto your turn over. So watch.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
Yes, you got it. Okay. Now, one leg kicks up and down. Other leg kicks up and down. Two more each side. Chin lower. Yes, better. All right. Then tuck your right knee underneath you to face front onto your knees. So we're transitioning here. We're going from here
Okay.
up into here, like so. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Put the leg down once. My preference is a fist.
Okay.
First two knuckles, so you're not on all the knuckles, you're running the line through the first two knuckles.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Hand behind head, leg up. Move your body a little more this way to have a vertical femur and move your hand in as well.
Okay.
There you go, that looks better. And then forward and back, forward and back. Good, good range. Little circles. Go the other way. Bicycle. Usually the other way first. And then reverse. So to me, that's the first way.
Okay.
You're pedaling forward,
To go forward.
and then you back up.
Okay.
Okay? We're done with that now, so come down, bend the knee, and up on both knees like this. Yes? And get set up on the other side. So when you bend over, put your hand in place and put your right foot out long, but on the floor. So you're sort of not lifting your leg until you're all set up.
Okay.
And then once you're set up, now move, and then leg up and forward and back, forward and back.
Okay.
That's that pattern of flexion extension.
Yeah.
And then rotation, forward, up, around, and behind. Go the other way. Try to press your left shin into the floor more. Then bend your knee forward and reach out and around. Then dig back behind and reverse. And then sit down on your left hip with your legs out long on the floor. Yes. Okay, something like that.
Okay.
Rest a second.
Okay.
So, when you're done doing your side kicks,
Mm-hmm.
the natural inclination would be to come up and sit down on the other side.
Yeah.
But if you do that in a big class, and you go through side bends, twist 1 and twist 2 to get to boomerang,
Yeah.
everybody's facing the opposite direction.
Sure.
And it's upsetting as a teacher
Yeah.
and as a client perhaps to be disoriented or turned around.
Sure.
So when you're in your side kicks,
Yeah.
you're going down on the hip
Okay.
that's closest to the hand on the floor.
Okay.
Okay? So the normal way to do this is top foot on the floor. Well, no, face me, but just bring your top foot to the floor to sustain weight.
Oh, understood.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, inner thigh squeeze takes you up to a side bend. And look at me, you're caught in glass, right?
Yeah.
And
Is that
then,
right?
yes, but not, well, okay, as long as it's a smooth curve, right? Then come back and don't land, but stretch the low side. You can watch your hand up and over the top, but end up in the glass with your body. And then stretch the low side. Last one. And then come down, sit on your heel. Joe, in his book, does this with stacked legs.
Okay.
And to do this and to have it work,
Mm-hmm.
you want to think of the top, this edge of your foot
Yeah.
being up and the ear leaning across it that way.
Okay.
There's your balance point for that.
Okay.
So try this one. Try to keep legs stacked in that. Yes. And sit, rest. Swing your legs around to do the other side. And because you can do that, I would show that off.
Okay.
I mean, just like your lift up and your side kicks thing,
Yeah.
know that most people are going to want to have a stacked thing. They already have inner thigh and all that.
Sure.
But if you can do the stacked legs,
Okay.
so let's do 2 here.
Okay.
Inhale, inner thighs lift up, make side bend, hips higher. And then stretch the low side. Inhale, come up. Yes, and stretch the low side. Sit down, change your feet, get that pressure on the outside edge going that way. And inhale, come up. And exhale down. More inner thighs. So maybe a softer knee to help that happen. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Swing your legs around for twist 1. So in this one, top foot's in front. Bend your knees more.
Okay.
Because we want to make a teepee with our body.
Oh yeah. Is this one?
And so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is arm lifts up, hips up, come around and under. When you need to breathe in, come back and sit back down. Now your legs are just 2 sticks in that. You want them to be one thing.
One thing. Okay.
So the inner thighs is what lifts you.
Okay.
Inner thigh squeeze lifts hips. Beautifully done. And come back and sit down. Then swing your legs around to the other side. Almost too tight. Make your legs, yeah, there you go. Inhale up, around, and under. And exhale, have a seat. Good. Inhale up, around, and under. And exhale, have a seat. Inhale up, around, and under. And as a teacher, if you're doing this, grabbing here and holding here helps you give a person that feeling of stretch without knocking them over.
Sure.
And then have a seat. Swing your legs around to the other side for twist 2.